Hey, we've got news about a few biomes undergoing changes. We'll cover the latest Major Order success message, and not only that, players have spotted a detail on the secondary weapon that might mean there's more fire mode options. Plus, there's so much more to cover. If you enjoy the content, please show some love by hitting the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's jump right in. Alrighty, Helldivers, I'm sure you recall the biomes recently erased by the Illuminate, which burned away the top layer of the planets. High Command has revealed that we're going to heal them through seeding. According to the latest order message, if you're nowhere near your computer or console, then allow me to go over this. High Command stated, "Thanks to the Helldivers' swift and decisive response, the automaton's opportunistic assault has been curtailed. The citizens of these planets suffer the unjust interruption of their right to celebrate their recent defense of Super Earth. Extension to merrymaking permits have been issued to the survivors. For all other citizens, the period of sanctioned joy has officially concluded. Spot checks will ensure confectionery consumption during standard work shift is kept within authorized levels. Reconstruction efforts across Super Earth have begun. Wreckage and viscera are being cleared by hard-working groups of fortunate citizens selected for the honor of restoring Super Earth to glory. Reseeding efforts have begun on Widow's Harbor, Pillin 5, New Haven, and Mars. In time, their surfaces will be healed. That the automatons would strike when liberty is weakest comes as no surprise, but even after a galaxy-shaping conflict, the martial obedience of the Helldivers shows no signs of fatigue. So I assumed those planets would become a new lava biome, or that the devs were hinting at a lava biome like we saw in the first Helldivers game, but it turns out that's not the case. Those planets will be healed and eventually return to their normal state before the squids burn them. Let's hope the developers add a new lava biome, or at least a new biome in general, at some point down the road. Nevertheless, we've won the latest Major Order. The DSS helped us a ton in defending planets, and it's great that we stopped the toasters, aka the automatons, from claiming some of the planets they tried to attack. Speaking of the Major Order, you might have noticed you haven't received your medals yet. Don't worry about it, Helldivers. Arrowhead's on the case. A support team member, B Vitamin, dropped a message on the official Helldivers Discord saying, "Where are my Major Order medals? Hey Helldivers, we're aware that players haven't been paid out the rewards for the Major Order to defend 5 times from the automatons that concluded on June 6th. We are looking into this. Rest assured, you will get the rewards you are owed in time." Yeah, so don't panic. The medals will be handed out eventually. If you received them by the time this video goes live, then disregard this section of the video. But that's what the support team had to say about the recent Major Order. This has happened before. It's no biggie. They'll hand them out eventually. Moving along, I'm sure you're aware that the new Force of Law War Bond was revealed yesterday. It's packed with cool items, especially the last one showcased, the P92 Warrant pistol. Some players have noticed an interesting detail on the side. I'll pull up the image right here. On the right side, there's a switch with a lightning bolt logo, suggesting different firing modes. Based on this image, I suspect we'll have 2 programmable ammo options. The lightning bolt likely indicates a switch to stun rounds, while the other option might be standard rounds. It would be awesome if this pistol could track enemies and shoot them, something straight out of Cyberpunk. Anyway, that's a detail Helldivers have picked up recently. I also mentioned in yesterday's video that the optics were missing from the trailer, hinting at possibly secondary weapon customization. However, I dismissed it as likely a mistake, or as some in the comments pointed out, the sights might only appear when aiming at an enemy, which could be the case after all. Overall, these are the 2 details we've noticed so far, and it'll be intriguing to see how the secondary weapon performs in game. Next up, we've got news about Tencent acquiring a 15.75% stake in Arrowhead Game Studios. In a recent Break It article, Johan Pilestead discussed the Chinese player base and investment opportunities. Additionally, Arrowhead reported a profit of Swedish krona 729 million, around 76.60 million in 2024. The article states, Swedish Arrowhead is behind the hit game Helldivers, and after its last launch made a profit of Swedish krona 729 million last year. In addition, Chinese Tencent has bought just over 15% of the shares at a valuation of just over $5 billion. Now that's a ton of cash and a hell of an investment from Tencent. The article also highlighted that Helldivers 2 sold 12 million copies in its first 3 months, a staggering amount. Pillisted commented on the situation saying, "It's great fun, and I feel incredible pride in what the team has managed to achieve. Above all, it is proved that we do is reasoning with the player base." So yeah, it's a bit rough there because this is an article that's translated on Google, so I apologize for that. He's absolutely right. Despite the ups and downs, the developers have done an incredible job with Helldivers 2. I'm sure this level of success is something Pillisted and the team couldn't have predicted. Tencent's investment is a huge deal for them, as Pillisted commented. It also opens up the opportunities for China as a market. Accessing the Chinese player base is the holy grail in the gaming industry. Well, it looks like the team has a lot to look forward to. They're also developing a new game, and it's not backed by PlayStation this time around, which means they could create a title for both PlayStation and Xbox. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out. They might end up with another successful title, generating more revenue by catering to both consoles, not to mention players who buy the game on PC. So if you didn't know about this piece of information, there you go. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below if you Helldivers have any thoughts on it. Okay, let's switch topics and head over to the Glitch Unlimited subreddit, where a post from Arctic Wraith revealed that a recent crashing issue is tied to the breaker Incendiary in the customization menu. So right here, Arctic Wraith noted that the breaker Incendiary lacks a none option for muzzles despite having a stock muzzle. He pointed out that you can't unequip a muzzle, so switching to the stock causes a crash. This could explain why many of you have experienced crashes when changing customizations. Arctic Wraith has sent this report to the support team. If I hear back about whether they're working on a fix, I'll keep you all updated. Stay tuned by subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss my next video. Also, feel free to join my subreddit page and my Discord channel. All links are in the description. Moving forward, the community manager has informed developers about player requests for mouse and keyboard support on PlayStation 5. A Helldiver asked if we'll see M&K support for PS5 players. In response, community manager Baskinator wrote, "I know people want this, but I haven't heard anything about supporting it. I'll bring it up again though." Yeah, I'm not sure how many of you want M&K support on PlayStation, but I certainly do because I'm terrible with a controller. I'm much better with a mouse and keyboard. Nevertheless, Baskinator plans to raise the issue again, so hopefully we'll see support for it down the road. Switching gears, I'm going to show you how to exit the tutorial area quite easily. Now, this was discovered by a Reddit user named Panzer_Still. To exit the tutorial area in Helldivers 2, you'll need to reach the end where you can see this huge rocket in the middle. You then want to head towards the back where a fence blocks your exit. Destroy one of the cement pillars with a stratagem by calling it down directly on the pillar. Then locate the nearby mountain, dive forward a few times until you're on top of it, and shoot the stratagem pod. This will create a gap to ragdoll through. If you can't get through on your first try, use another stratagem pod to help you push through, though you shouldn't need it, but it might help. You can now see that we're out of bounds essentially, and if you go up towards this mountain here, you'll see that there's an ocean, and on top of that, they've actually got one of the environmental effects, or one of the plants that if you destroy will blow up and push you forward, or basically down the hill like it did to me, which you'll see right here soon. Now, if you go down there, that's obviously going to pop up a counter telling you, hey, if you go out of bounds, you're going to be labeled as a traitor. Don't do that. Do what I did right here, except, just don't shoot the plant because, again, it'll blow up. You're better off just going downhill by yourself. Either or, this right here is some really cool stuff, and I think you're going to find it fun to just explore out of bounds and check out all of the stuff. Lastly, we've got the top 3 comments. First, start off with Metal Hev. They really combine the 3 things most likely to kill your teammates: explosives, arc weapons, and guard dogs. What a terrible idea. I approve. Man, it's going to be so fun to see how everyone just team kills accidentally, especially that guard dog is going to be a complete mess in a good way. I'm excited to use it and excited to test out all of the items on the war bond. It's gonna be so much fun, guys. The second top comment is from guy whose name starts with Z2520. Still waiting for the flamethrower guard dog, just so that they can call it hot dog. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do, and if they do, I'm gonna bring this comment up again in the future because I think that would just be so hilarious if he actually called it out. The third and final comment is by Bruthole Mew. That store pistol and armor is so dread theme. Indeed it is, my friend, indeed it is. Also, not only did they do that, but they also kind of threw in a little bit of a RoboCop hint there with one of the armors, and even the pose too. There's the top 3 comments. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Tap subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a like if you haven't already. I appreciate everyone, including you lurkers out there. Yeah, I'm talking about you, the one that's watching this right now and is not subscribed. Come on, hit the subscribe button, give some love, and let me know if you have lurked. I think it'd be awesome. I'll respond to a few of you lurkers out there. Thanks for supporting the channel, though. Absolutely. Also, the subscribers and everyone. I'll see you in the next one.